I told you. I told you.
It's raining.
Well, 2 rounds remain. 4 drivers are left for a shot of the Drivers' Championship, and there is a chance it will definitely not be close tonight, so everything is still in the cards. Welcome along to Breakout Racing League's Tier 4 Championship, and we're here for round 11 at Circuit of the Americas. This track built in, not built in 2012, debuted in F1 in 2012, and it's provided some very iconic moments. You got 20 corners that make up this track and 2 DRS zones, one going into turn 1 and the other one going into turn 12. However, that will not be available because, as you can see, we have interconditions for qualifying here tonight. Now, the championship. Things can very much change here tonight. Our championship leader, James B, currently, it could definitely change, but as of right now, he is not here. However, one underdog, he is here. He currently sits P2 in the championship. The gap between James B and one underdog is only 5 points. Then you've got Mixer, the man in 3rd place in the championship. He sits 23 points behind James B, but could gain a lot. Granted, if he finishes on the podium, if he wins, he could potentially take it here tonight. We'll have to find out. And Titan, he has a chance of being knocked out, but if he manages to get a good finish, he can still mathematically be in, so be sure to watch out for that Alpine, since he is here tonight. And, well, who knows what could happen here at Coda. My name is Minico, and alongside me is Redeemer, and once again, like it has been the past few races, another twist in the championship. It just doesn't seem like it's gonna end.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those weird championships where you don't think something's going to happen, and then it happens. So it's interesting to see it happen, coming down to the wire like this. Obviously, James B isn't here tonight as of right now. No idea where he is. But both Aston Martins are here, so we could obviously see them go to the top step, and then James B fall down the order, and then, we'll have to just wait and see on what happens, so...
Yeah, we'll definitely just have to wait and see. Speaking of Aston Martin, by the way, you just mentioned them possibly getting some good points. Well, one thing's for sure, in terms of the team's championship, that is all wrapped up last week because of one underdog taking the win in Japan. That means Aston Martin last week grabbed the Constructors' Championship. They sit 91 points ahead of McLaren, and no doubt Aston Martin are very happy about that. Then P3, you've got Red Bull, in which Urban Growth is here, and same with a new driver who's joined for the next 2 races, being Rapid Clappy, who we're on board with, as he's going to be the first person to set a lap time. 4th, we've got Alpine, 104 points, just 8 points ahead of Ferrari, and then you got AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo, Williams, Mercedes, and Haas for your team's championship. But like I said, that's wrapped up. Not worried about that. It's all in terms of the drivers. We'll just have to see how that pans out in qualifying. Right now, the lap time to beat is a 146.4 set by Clappy himself. But we'll see if anybody's able to beat that, if I would scroll correctly.
Whoa,
right now,
this?
Frizy
Ooh,
isn't capable of doing so. He has spun round, but it looks like at turn 13, has managed to keep it going, luckily for him. Here comes Titan. He has a chance of being knocked out, but we know he has the pace, and with James B not being here, he can still mathematically be in. He lines up onto the front row,
Wow.
so good lap time for the Alpine. Purple sector 3 for good measure. So once again, Titan, he may not have shown up the past 2 weeks, but that doesn't mean he's lost any pace at all.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously sitting P2 right now in the rain, and the gap is only 0.03 of a second, so...
Yeah, already very close margins, but it's only the start of qualifying. Only 5 people have set a lap time as of right now. Let's see, who's the next person to cross the line to put in a lap time, I believe, is going to be the Ferrari of Bald Guy. Last week, I'm just going to go quickly recap what happened last week. Oh, he is, yeah, he's retired at turn 9, exit at turn 9. Or turn 8. No, I was right, turn 9. Let's see, on board. Oh, he's just lost the rear, just like Arabian Killer just did. But unlike the coach, Arabian Killer was able to save that. Going back over to last week, though, as I said, one underdog, he managed to grab the win last week out. And with that, he jumped up to P2 in the standings with his first pole and his first win. James B, championship leader, he managed to grab P2. Irma Growth in that Red Bull once again grabbed another podium. And, well, once again, like it has been, there can still definitely be a surprise. Maybe we could see an all-new podium sitter. We'll have to find out. But last week provided plenty of action, but also a couple of dull moments.
Ooh, there it is.
But hopefully this isn't dull at all, as Titan now goes on to provisional pole with a 1:45.8. So very good lap time from the Alpine once again. However, Mixer is currently on a lap, and right now he's got a purple sector 2, in which Mixer, if I'm not mistaken, actually, no, he only has 1 pole position, but he's going to try and make it a second. We know how fast Mixer can be. He may have missed the last 2 weeks, but just like Titan, doesn't look like he's lost any pace. And he's going to try and go for his second pole, especially when the highs of Aston Martin are very high indeed, considering the fact that they're both second and third in the championship.
Yeah, exactly. It's just going to have to wait and see on how he does, coming through turn 12, getting a little bit of... Ooh. I don't know if he got loose there or not, going into 13.
Looked like he's managing it very nicely. Obviously, due to it being interconditions, it's very tricky. For those that saw realistic yesterday, it was a full wet to interconditions, and it definitely proved tricky for some drivers. So that's just how the wet is, to put it simply. You just really have to manage your pace and manage your consistency, and you can get something good out of it. Right now, Mixer getting a little bit squirrely through the corner, but he manages to go up into P3 with a 1:46.5. So right now, only one man is dipped into the 1:45s, that being the Alpine of Titan. It looks like he's actually going to improve on his lap yet again. He's 2.5 tenths up, crossing the Sector 2 split. Now he's going to come across the line. And he goes even faster once more with a 1:45.2. Already 1.2 ahead of Rapid Clappy, as one underdog has left the session. That's not good.
Already got it. Don't worry about it. Oh, slow and steady. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, that looks to be... That's slow and steady.
I don't think he hit the wall, though, so I think he's there.
Looking at it, it doesn't look like he has any damage, so he's managed to get away with that.
After him? I think they did.
I think Mixer was just simply... I think Mixer might have been just waddling on by, to put it simply.
Oh, and Titan's
and
fine.
like he was... Oh, he has. You're right.
That's unfortunate.
Turn 9 is already proven to be very tricky.
Bald Guy seemed to handle it pretty well. He's going through into 10, or no, 11. Sorry.
Yep, obviously, Bald Guy. He's been there or thereabout, to put it simply. He's been up and down the grid, really. Obviously, he managed to grab a pole position this season. Let's not forget, which is Well, I'm not saying this in an insulting way. Let's just put it simply. But it was a bit of a surprise, to put it simply, when he managed to grab that pole position. Because from what I know, he's not the best at qualifying. The race is more his thing. We'll see if that's a factor here tonight. But he sets a purple sector 2. He's 7/10 up on his lap time, so he's finding plenty of improvement. Likewise, as it is in interconditions, if you just keep doing a bunch of laps over and over and over, you can find a bunch of lap time. It's just all about managing your throttle, managing your pace, and in the end, put it all together. You'll manage to grab something out of it as he's going to come around the final corner. Is he going to be able to set those timing screens alight? Not quite, but he improves enough to go up to P4, so solid lap time from the Ferrari. He lines up on the second row as... No, that is not the Alpine crossing the line, as he's actually going into the pits. So right now, I believe everybody's just setting up their lap times. So I think Rapid Clappy, no, he's invalidated. So he is not improving on his lap time yet. 8 drivers currently have set a time in which one of them not really being all that competitive. I would assume Slow and Steady is currently improving on his lap. Well, he hadn't spun at turn 9, so yes, he is.
Coming into 11. Very tricky to get the car right as Blood Guy? No, it's Sprightly spinning on his out lap.
Oh. Not the way you want to start your out lap.
It just gives you the confidence. Just gives you the confidence boost of knowing that you're not gonna spin when you do your hot lap. So that's the way I look at it.
Well, I mean, yeah.
No,
obviously,
again.
not all drivers have the same mentality. Yeah, not all drivers have the same mentality. But
yeah,
you know, maybe.
Yeah. So one thing
Sprightly
I do
clearly
want to
not
know,
having a good time in the inters.
From last season to this season, both qualifyings have been interconditions. For Tier 4.
With a dry race. I forgot to mention that, by the way. We have a dry race, so tire selection is going to be an interesting one.
I just hope we don't have a repeat of what happened off the line last year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for those that don't know, at the start of the race, there was a 3-car collision, I believe?
Yeah, it was...
Something along the line? A 3-car collision, which caused James B to be out of the race. Johan Laura got major damage. The third person... Why do I not remember the third person? Oh, yeah, it was Phantom. The championship winner, Phantom, was also caught up in the mix. Obviously, Johan Laura and Phantom managed to survive, but James B, who's fighting for the title, let's not forget, unfortunately ending up in the crossroads.
But they just had... He had more damage than Phantom did.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
Because I think Phantom got like 6th place out of that race, and I got 5th. Or something like that. I can't remember.
Something along the lines, yeah.
I know I was battling.
But it was
Slayer.
definitely quite a recovery.
Yeah, I was battling Slayer in the beginning stages of the race. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
One underdog is left, by the way, again. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, working on it.
Titan is just saying to me he was hoping it was a wet race. Which, I mean, to be fair, wet race is not that bad, to be honest. There's a yellow flag at turn 11, by the way. Quick tongue.
Yep. Oh,
as he kept it out of the wall.
Buddy.
Well, what's happened to the Ferrari? Oh, he spun it again.
I think he just got a little bit squirrely.
Quite possibly, but clearly interconditions are not his favorite right now. But luckily, he still managed to keep out of the wall, so that's good for him. By the way, I didn't notice this. Ball Guy managed to improve on his lap time to go up onto the front row.
Oh, hey!
So he's found quite a bit of time already. So while one Ferrari is struggling, the other Ferrari is pretty happy, needless to say. So we'll see if that will stay. It's just a matter of time until everyone sets their lap time. Speaking of lap time, Raymond Kilrak is going to set possibly a now competitive lap time. That's a 149.1. He's a second off of Frizy, but we'll see if he could possibly find some more improvement. Meanwhile, I believe that's an Alfa Romeo in front of Urban Growth. Yes, it is. So Urban Growth, obviously, he has it validated, so he was not able to improve on his lap time. But everyone's just kind of setting up their laps, as my timing thing is broken. There we go. Everyone's just kind of setting up their laps right now, by the looks of it.
It's broken!
What?
Oh, you don't remember that Lando Norris meme from Spa in 2018?
Oh. That I didn't
Whoa,
quite
slightly.
know what you said.
Oh,
It's broken.
no.
Oh, final corner.
Missed pit lane.
And that's exactly where Frizzy's coming up to. It looks like Sprightly went into the pits? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he missed the pit
Sprightly
lane.
into the pits.
Oh, he lost his wing. I think.
Oh. Well, he's not out of the session, luckily, so that's lucky for him.
Oh, I think
Frizzy not able to improve on his lap time, by the way.
Pit lane, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So,
Looking, it looks like a bunch of people are currently on a lap time. I believe a lot of people are setting up to do double laps right now.
yeah, so I believe Quick Tongue with the purple sector 2. First he's going to be slow and steady, followed by Arabian Killer, and then Quick Tongue, and then Rapid Chappie, I believe.
Slow and Steady is actually going into the pits, so that is most likely going to be his qualifying done and dusted. What about Arabian Killer, though? Is he on a lap? Oh, he spins out! He's out!
I blame you for that.
Hey, man. But that's Arabian Killer out of the session, and he has crashed quite heavily at the exit of turn 19. Quick Tongue improves on his lap time, but doesn't improve on his position. Next person to cross the line is going to be Rapid Clappy, but he's invalidated, so he's not going to be able to improve. What about Mixer in the Aston Martin coming around the final corner? He's currently fourth. Gets squirrely on the exit, but does he manage to improve? He does, but not on his position. He's just a couple hundredths behind. What about Mr. Titan? He is currently on provisional pole with a 145.2. Doesn't improve, but he is still on provisional pole by 1.1 seconds, by the way. His one underdog has left the session again. He was just on an outlap. It's not what he's wanting at all. As Frizzy's made a mistake, but looks like he's going to be able to go again, but one underdog clearly having issues. That's just kind of how the game is. We all know this. So, yeah, but hopefully he gets his issues sorted and the game stops screwing him over. That'd be great.
Yeah. It's 2021. What do you expect from this game?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Quick Tongue just a little bit down on his lap time right now. These are going to be the last couple of laps that people are going to do.
Ooh.
Unless Quick Tongue manages to get a lap in just.
Chappie
It's going to be a bit tight for him.
6/10 up on his lap time through the second split.
Possibly could go for his first pole in just his first race. We'll have to see. The Red Bull looking pretty pacey in relation to his teammate. Obviously, his teammate hasn't set a lap time. But Rapid Clappy, being new to the tier, he's clearly showing that he could be a force to be reckoned with. It could be a thorn on the championship rival's side. But we'll have to find out. Is he's going to come around the final corner? And where does he put that Red Bull? He puts it on to provisional pole by 9 thousandths of a second.
Mixer just invalidated.
And he's going to do another lap as well. Yeah, Mixer's invalidated. Urban Growth, this is going to be his final flying lap. Where does he manage to put that Red Bull? Is good enough for 5th. What about Titan, though? He's come around the final corner. He is up at his lap time. He goes on to provisional pole with a 144.9. So he's the first man into the 144s, but Rapid Clappy is, no, he's not. He's invalidated. He's not going to be able to improve on his lap time at all. So unless Frizzy and Quick Tongue can pull a lap time of the gods to manage to beat Titan, that could potentially be Titan for his 3rd pole position, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check that real quick. Yeah, no, it's 4th pole position. My bad. Frizzy doesn't improve on his position. He'll line up in P8. Right now, it's just now a matter of Quick Tongue, and he's 2/10 up in the first sector split. Does he have enough time to find it in sector 2? Not quite. He's lost time, but you can gain a whole lot of time through sector 3 if you just manage to get your traction right and your apex is perfect. Quick Tongue trying to do that. It just looks so cumbersome due to the interconditions. I am muttering my words. Anyways, due to the penultimate corner, he's managing to keep it valid still, pushing into everything he can to his ability through the final corner. is QuickTime going to be able to dislodge Titan from pole position? No, he doesn't, but he's going to be able to improve up to 5th. It is Titan on pole for the 4th time in the weekend, where he could potentially gain a lot of points on the championship leader.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Underdog, just not able to get water bottle. Hello. Underdog not able. No, I went to close my water bottle. It just didn't cooperate with me. But yeah, Underdog struggling, just trying to stay in the session. So it's unfortunate for him. So we'll see what happens to him in the race.
Yeah, we'll definitely just have to wait and see, but qualifying is now complete, and it's Titan on pole for the 4th time this season. Rapid Clappy, on his debut, is on the front row. Ball Guy lines up 3rd ahead of Mixer. That's Quick Tongue, Irma Girl, Slow and Steady, Frizy, Arabian Killerak in 9th. One Underdog to Coach, and Sprightly, unable to set a lap time here tonight.
So apparently Red Bull are looking mighty quick this weekend so far.
What are you talking about in real life?
Yeah, IRL.
Well, it is, to be fair, Canada does have quite a lot of straights, and we know how the Red Bull is on the straights.
Yeah, this is true.
And let's be real here. Not only are they looking competitive in real life, they're also looking pretty competitive around here, because they currently line up 2nd and 6th. So let's not count out Red Bull from this session either. As well, we are looking at a dry race, as I said before, clear skies. So grip is going to be exponential, to put it simply. Looking over at the race director, so obviously everyone has a free tire choice due to the fact that it was on inter conditions, because well, if they're going to make you start on inters in a dry race, well, that's just torture. I don't know why you would do that. But aside from that, everyone is able to go onto whatever tire they want, in which a few people are selecting the mediums by the looks of it, but not many.
Be like a Lewis Hamilton in 2020.
That being?
At Hungary. When he was the only person on inters and everyone else went on the slicks.
I mean, no one's gonna do that. If someone does that.
I mean, I wasn't able to watch the race, but I have Sirius XM in my truck, and I was listening to it in my truck, and it literally was like so weird listening to the race on the radio, because it's just like, and look at this, no, I'm like, this doesn't even sound like enthused. Like, you heard like 7 different like engines before you heard the main one that they were riding on board with.
Understandable.
So
that's all I got.
I'm happy for Ocon for winning his first race, but man, Vettel getting his podium taken away from him, I was completely gutted.
Oh yeah, that was just everyone liked the podium, and then that happened, and I was like, why?
Who
Why?
was third, anyways? It wasn't.
It was Hamilton, but then Vettel got disqualified, so Hamilton went up to 2nd. Sainz went up to 3rd.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
I remember that clear as day. Yeah.
Ooh.
It was well, for those that don't remember this race, where have you been? It was quite something, needless to say.
I mean, I remember the race, like, for the most part, but I don't remember, like, the details of the race. I know Bottas went and played bowling. Like, half the, like,
I mean, that was really the main part of it.
field completely died, or not. Sorry, a quarter of the field died in turn 1.
3/4, imagine.
Yeah. You gotta race with 6 cars.
That'd just be like the easiest Hamilton win in existence, let's be real.
I know Hamilton was one of the ones that get taken out.
Well, he didn't, to be fair.
I know.
He was ahead.
Okay, I cannot invite Underdog at the moment.
Oh, That's not good at all. Looking over at the tire choice, though, by the way, only 5 people have elected to go onto the medium compounded tire. That being the front row of Titan and Clappy, Frizy in 8th, the coach and Sprightly in 11th and 12th. So a lot of people going on for the softs. From what I know, though, that's not the best race tire at the start. But we'll just have to find out who is going to be able to manage that pace to stay ahead and get the strategy right, as we are ending our formation lap. Titan on pole for the 4th time. You may have missed out 2 weeks ago. I mean, not 2 weeks ago, but the past 2 weeks. But that clearly has not deterred the Alpine. Clappy on his debut on the front row. Bald Guy in P3. Mixer fighting for the championship. Lines up in 4th. One underdog. Currently not in the session. He's in 10th. So Titan, Mixer, one underdog are the 3 drivers to watch out in this race, as they could be a factor in the championship. 28 laps of racing here at Coda. This could go down to the wire. Sprightly, last person to line up on the grid for the United States Grand Prix. It's a home track for many, and we could be in for a spectacle. The fire lights are on. It's lights out, and away we go, and an Alfa Romeo's not going off the line. It's already lost into the wall. It's a Raven Killerack. Quick Tongue has gotten a drive-through for a jump at the start. No, he didn't go off the grid. That's a virtual safety car straight off the bat.
What?
Huh? Quick Tongue didn't get off the line, but he gets a drive-through?
Is this the same thing as last week? I still cannot invite underdog.
That is... I'm
confused.
at a loss.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, aside from all that, so virtual safety car already out on lap 1.
And it's gone.
And, actually, never mind. It's already done. It's already done. So Titan leads the pack ahead of Clappy and Bald Guy. Mixer, so far the top 4 staying absolutely stationary. The rapid Clappy is all over the back of Titan right now, going down the main straight. He can potentially have a look down the inside into turn 12. He's alongside the Alpine. On the inside goes the Red Bull as Titan tries to keep it around the outside, but Clappy into turn 12 takes the lead of the United States Grand Prix, as there's a bunch of commotion at the back as Mixer manages to try and get ahead of Bald Guy, and he actually gets ahead of Titan as well. They're going wheel to wheel, the 2 championship contenders battling it out as Mixer goes off the track. Titan forces him wide, but Mixer able to get ahead. Actually, no, he doesn't. He sees the position. Titan manages to hold on, so that's Titan stays in 2nd. Irma Growth is up into 4th as he manages to get past Bald Guy. Frizy up to 6th, one underdog up to 7th. A bit of a chaotic start, but Clappy takes the lead, already 1.5 ahead of the next driver as Quick Tongue is into the pits against a 3-second time play somehow, as Mixer is going to try and look for a move on the inside into turn 1 on Titan, and does he manage to get the position? Yes, he does. The superior grip of the softs clearly playing hand, as Mixer is now up into 2nd place. Titan from pole not having a good start.
Yeah, there's so much going on right now. I don't know what to keep my eyes on.
Yeah, a bunch of things going on in this race right now. But one thing's for sure is that Rapid Clappy, he got the virtual safety car jump absolutely perfect. 1.7 ahead of Mixer as it stands, and slow and steady has managed to get past the coach, as I believe the coach might have actually made a mistake there. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to find out, but everyone already having already battling quite hectically, to put it simply, as Urban Growth is close onto the back of Titan right now. Unable to make a move, though, into turn 12. He actually nearly hits the back of the Alpine.
Yeah, but from what I saw on board with Clappy...
hang on, I tell you what.
For the move.
Never mind.
He's looking
fast,
about it. Yeah. Red Bull's looking pretty quick again.
Yeah, he is. Obviously, with Rapid Clappy currently leading the race, Irma Growth up to 4th. So, clearly, both Red Bulls having a great start in this race, though Mixer is currently trying to chase down Clappy for the lead of this race. Let's go over to the position changes. So far, the biggest gainer in this race has been Sprightly. From 12th on the grid, he's managed to get up into 8th. So, good start from the Alfa Romeos. Bald Guy is in.
Does he have wing
Hang on.
Yeah, he does.
Not not the start that the Ferrari would have wanted, and now he's into the pits onto a set of medium compound of tire, and that has absolutely ruined his race. By the way, One Underdog trying to have a look on Frizy, but just unable to make anything of it.
But yeah,
One Underdog is one person to watch, by the way. Despite having a lowly start, he's up into P6, so he's already making up gains in this race. This is a race where he could potentially take the championship lead. Let's not forget that. So One Underdog is going to try and make those moves as best as he can, while also trying to make sure he doesn't retire in any ways. He's looking for a move down into turn 11. Not quite, though. He actually gets really good traction through the corner, and he's alongside Frizy on the exit, and he's going to have the DRS. DRS enabled at this point of the race, and he clears the McLaren as Urban Growth manages to get past Titan. Urban Growth is now up into third. It's a double Red Bull podium as it stands.
Yeah, so anything to play for. 25 laps, I want to say, left? 26? One of those two numbers.
25 and a third.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah, going back to lap 1, I think it's Slow and Steady and Sprightly are going at it. Frizy picks up time penalty. Going into turn, I think it's 13 after sector 2 ends. Sector 3 starts, Sprightly runs out really wide at 19. They're going to go side by side into 20. Sprightly's just going to back out of it. Who's going to have the DRS here? And it's going to be Slow and Steady. As the coach is in the pits.
I think that could potentially be more damage for another driver. We'll have to see as he goes into pits. Yep, front wing damage for the Mercedes. Not the start he would have wanted in this race. He's going to be relegated down to last in this race. But one thing's for sure, though. Out of all that's happened, Titan from pole clearly not having the race pace. Well, the looks of it, those mediums just not firing up the way he wants to. He's still in the back of Urban Growth in this race, but from what looked like he had a great start, the tires just don't seem to be holding up, which is surprising considering that Clappy is currently leading the race on those said mediums.
Yeah,
by the way, Titan
early.
Possibly having a look, but not able to do anything on Urban Growth. He was closing with that DRS, but just not enough.
Yeah, it's still early. The softs are still going to have a good pace in them until about lap 6 to 7. And that's when they're going to really start to give way as Mixer's just... What just happened?
He's closing onto the back of Clappy, but he just clearly got the effect of dirty air through the triple right-hander there. But he is going to have DRS here as he gets a 3-second time penalty. That is not what he wants already early on in the race. So that's definitely going to hurt his race. He sets the fastest lap, though, for good measure, as he's got the DRS. He's going to go down the inside into turn 1. I think Clappy just simply let him by there. Actually, he could have potentially go for the switchback, and he is going to go for the switchback, you know. They're going wheel to wheel now through to turn 2. Are any one of them going to back out here? No, they're not. None of them are going to back out. Never mind. Clappy backs out. He actually hits the curb there for good measure at the S's. But he sees the position. Mixer now takes the lead of the United States Grand Prix. Clappy, though, is going to stay close behind on them.
Yeah, like I said, Mixer's just got that strong pace in those softs at the moment while the mediums still take another lap. Maybe this lap to really get up to good racing temperature. Well, the softs slowly start to degrade, so Clappy really just has to stay with Mixer. And he's the lead of the race back in his hand.
Yeah, he does. He obviously has that DRS, luckily for him. Obviously, DRS, for those that don't know what it is a drag reduction system. It allows the rear ring to open up, and you have less drag on your car, therefore gaining more tops for more straight line speed down the straights. That's obviously going to be activated in the green zones that you see on the mini-map in the bottom right. So that could potentially be something to watch out for as it could play a factor in this race. Clappy lifting a little bit there through the triple right-hander as he's possibly getting the effect of dirty air, but he's still going to have DRS by the looks of it. Same with Titan behind. He's on the fringes of DRS. So right now, one Red Bull trying to attack Aston Martin, and the other Red Bull currently defending from an Alpine right now. But so far, nothing doing. They're all just going to stay put.
Yeah, and Clappy is doing a really good job of staying with Mixer, and so is the Titan of staying with Urban Growth. Quick Tongue was able to get around Sprightly going into turn 12, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's right, he did, so he's up into 8th, and he's already pulled quite a gap to the Ferrari. So clearly those soft tires really working for that Alfa Romeo. By the way, going through this section, Rapid Clappy is an awful lot closer to the back of Mixer than he was a lap ago. So be sure to watch out for that, as it looked Mixer might have gotten a little bit of a poor exit there. Looks of it, as Clappy is now going to have the DRS down the back straight, as he's on the back of the Aston Martin. He pulls to the left-hand side. Mixer trying to squeeze him to the inside, but it's not going to be enough. Clappy diving down the inside, but Mixer trying to keep it around the outside, and he manages to do so, actually, does the Aston Martin. So some great defense there, and he stays ahead, though. He gets a little bit squirrely there on the exit. That's going to compromise him, and they nearly make contact. But Mixer managing to stay ahead. Clappy stays in second place, as Titan, by the way, managed to get past Urban Growth.
Yeah, the main battle I'm keeping my eye on, and I know you're keeping your eye on it, is the battle for the lead.
Yeah, battle for the lead and a battle for third place. And by the way, look who's
Mixer
joined.
got really squirrely coming out of the final corner. That's going to hurt him going into turn 1.
He's already trying to defend the inside, though. He goes back to the racing line, and Clappy dives down the inside once again into turn 1. Is it going to be enough? Mixer managed to keep it around the outside, possibly going a little bit too wide, but he now has the inside. Gets squirrely once again. Mixer really struggling with the rear end, but he manages to stay ahead. But that Aston Martin is looking really tricky to drive, at least in the hands of Mixer. Battle for P3 heating up, by the way, as Lucas joined the fight. Lucas joined the fight for P3. One underdog has taken it, and Clappy's gotten ahead of Mixer. Mixer made a mistake into turn 9. Or did he? Maybe this was a strat. This might have been a strategy from Mixer, as he's going to have the DRS. Mixer's going to have the DRS now down this straight, as he's now going to be all over the back of that Red Bull. Is it going to be enough, though, to make a move? He thinks about it. He dummies the Red Bull on the inside into turn 12. And Mixer manages to take the lead once again. A great move there from the Aston Martin. Titan able to fend off Urban Growth further on behind, as they're going to have to watch out because one underdog is in the mix. But these two are going absolutely at it. There's the yellow flag, Sprightly. And that's Sprightly around.
I don't think he's got any damage.
Tell you what.
Whoa,
Tell
Mixer,
you what.
Mixer.
These guys are holy, he's going really wide there. Mixer's not having a good time with that Aston Martin right now.
No, he's definitely struggling right now, and it's not helping him right now with the softs, just slowly dying. So the mediums right now
Here
are
goes Rapid Clappy at it again into turn 1. Manages to get the move, though. Mixer actually switchbacks the Red Bull. And Mixer is back into the lead once more. So Mixer maybe struggling with the rear, but he's not struggling in terms of defending that position. He stays in the lead, but this is going to be hampering the two, because Titan, Urban Growth, one underdog, they're all closing in on these two. So they're going to have to watch out. This could be a 5-way battle for the lead shaping up soon. As Fry's retired. He's crashed at turn 2. Is that going to be a safety car? Right now, nothing yet. Mixer once again. Mixer just losing time on exit, and it's not helping him at all. As Rapid Clappy once again, he doesn't have any battery, as Clappy goes to the inside. Mixer giving it everything he can, squeezing him to the inside, but Rapid Clappy breaks late and manages to hold off the Red Bull. He takes the lead once again. Mixer, look at that, he's just all over the back of the Red Bull. They are not separating at all, as Urban Growth manages to get the time penalty. Mixer on the inside! But he's not going to be able to make the move. Whoa. He is not done. He's looking real feisty here.
I mean, I've seen some sends in my life, and that was a pretty... I'm going to call that a yeet.
Bold? It was a bold one, but unfortunately it was not able to work.
Also, look who's in fourth.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's managed to get past Urban Growth. Does he have DRS here? Yeah, Tell you what, he does. It's a 5-way fight for the lead in this race. This is a yellow flag at turn 19. Quick Tongue's round.
I think he's just going away to the walls, though.
Maybe, I don't know. But Sloman Steady into the pits, by the way. So this might be around the pit window of where the softs, the soft runners, are going to come in.
He's struggling. Whoa, look at that. Look at him. Look at him.
Sloman Steady. Oh, he has. He's fallen back. He's fallen back massively. And he's gone from second down to fourth. Mixer, that rear end is just clearly not wanting to work with him right now. Mixer down 2 positions, and he could be down a third as well. Granted, if Urban Growth manages to get the slipstream and the DRS, obviously Mixer not having the ERS, Urban Growth does have the ERS battle, and unfortunately though, not able to take the lead. I mean, not the lead, take P4, so he's going to have to stay behind. Rapid Clappy now has a gap of around 1.4, but Titan is now up into P2. He's slowly closing in on that Red Bull. One underdog, though. He's had a great comeback race so far. Started 10th. He's up at the 3rd.
Yeah, even with the disconnect.
Nothing is stopping this Aston Martin. He's picked up the pace the past couple of weeks. Mixer stays out. Urban Growth is in. Urban Growth is in. This is going to be a potential undercut for the Red Bull. And by the way, Titan has closed in massively on Rapid Clappy. He's already within the 1 second window. Unable to do anything, though. He's not able to make the move. One underdog getting a little bit squirrely there. The exit turn 1, there's yellow flag once again. That might be for Sprightly. But these four are absolutely going at it. It's only lap 10, and they're racing like it's the last lap.
What's the delta around here? Is it like 20, 18 seconds?
20 seconds.
So if
Urban
Mixer
Growth
were to pit
19.
now,
19.8.
yeah, if Mixer were to pit now, he'd come out behind Urban Growth. Like, just look at the time difference. It was 19.8, now it's 19.4 in closing.
The undercut clearly working there for the Red Bull. We'll have to see if he could if that undercut will translate in the latter stages. Because let's not forget, Titan and Clappy leading this race on the mediums. At the end of the race, granted there is no safety car, they're going to be on a set of softs. No doubt, they'd be on a set of softs, and they are going to be absolutely rapid. Because low fuel, fresh sauce, what could go wrong?
Oh, Mixer's struggling through the triple rights.
He's already lost. He's already lost the DRS. Is he? Is he staying out?
No, he's in. He's in. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh my gosh! Losing the rear into the pits, and he's no doubt going to get undercut by Urban Growth here.
This freight. Oh boy.
He is. He's going to let all of them by. QuickTime gets a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits.
This is the eye I want to keep my eyes on, or the thing I want to keep my eyes on. Where does Mixer come out in relation? Oh, it's going to be close.
He's going to come out. Urban Growth is going to come out ahead. The Mixer's going to dive on the inside into turn 1. There's contact between the two. Mixer manages to stay ahead, though. Urban Growth has pressured, well, not pressured, but he has those mediums a little bit worn in. Is he going to be able to make the move? No, he doesn't. So Mixer, it was a bit of a bold one, though. There was a bit of contact there. Could that potentially be a bit of a stewards report later on?
I know you're fighting for a championship.
Meanwhile, for the lead, Titan is managed to go around the outside of Rapid Clap here, and he manages to get it. Titan is back up into the lead. Sorry for interrupting there. It's just, you know.
No, you're good. I know you're battling for championship, but you don't need to make these risky moves.
Now here's another change. Rapid Clappy has a 3-second time penalty, exceeding track limits. How this is just changing hand left, right, and center right now as Clappy gets a much better run out of the penultimate corner, but it's the final corner that he needs to get a good run out of, in which has he managed to do so? Not quite. One underdog is into the pits, by the way, so he's most likely going on to a set of medium compounded tires. Meanwhile, for the lead, Rapid Clappy's going to dive down the inside on Titan. They're so close between the two. Titan goes wide, actually, at the exit. Rapid Clappy manages to take the lead once again. One underdog on a set of mediums now. Where's he going to come out in relation to his teammate? Oh, his teammate's going to be gone. And one underdog actually might be undercut here from Urban Growth. It's going to be tight once again. But unlike Mixer and Urban Growth, one underdog manages to stay ahead. And he's now into P4.
Yeah, Mixer's just pulled away from these guys.
Yeah, he definitely has, so clearly that undercut is going to work for him by the looks of it. Titan, once again, with the DRS down the main straight, and it looks like he's going to clear the Red Bull by the time they get to turn 12. Yes, he does. Titan, once again, into the lead of the United States Grand Prix. I don't think we've had, aside from the past couple of laps, like the first couple of laps, I don't think we've had anybody stay in the lead for an entire lap. Like, that's how much this race has changed.
Yeah, I mean, still anything can happen, so...
Oh, 100%.
My voice just gets, dead.
Yeah, I heard. I definitely heard that.
So what happens,
Urban Growth, by the way, is staying nicely onto the back of one underdog.
Yeah, that's what happens when you wake up at 2:30 and you can't fall back to sleep until 3:30, and then up at 7, and then golfing from 9:30 until 6. So...
Understandable.
Oh.
Here goes Rapid Clappy on the inside into turn 1 once again! Fighting for the lead, these guys! And Rapid Clappy will manage to get the traction and stay in and get the lead once more. Mixer sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 136.2. He's making that undercut work a treat. But Rapid Clappy and Titan, I don't know how they managed to keep this going without colliding, but it has been absolutely enthralling.
Uh-oh.
It gets a 3-second time delay once again!
See, the thing that these guys should be doing is I know they're on different teams, but they should be working together and trying to pull away, make a gap to the guys behind.
Definitely. Because obviously that DRS, the drag reduction system, is clearly playing a part because Mixer doesn't have it. Actually, Mixer, one underdog, and Urban Growth, all three of them don't. But Titan and Rapid Clappy do. They're the only ones with DRS. So, this is something they need to factor in. But the issue is, the grip between 1 lap old mediums and 12 lap old is quite a difference, needless to say. Obviously with Mixer now 16.1 behind Titan as it stands for the time being. It's clearly hampering them.
I saw that. A little squirrely out of 19 there.
Yeah, I saw that. Though it looks like he's going to be able to hold the lead into turn 1 this time around. Sprightly is into the pits, by the way, once again. So Sprightly clearly not having a good time. Clappy holds the lead into turn 1. So for once, there is the chance for the lead as Mixer grabs another 3-second. That's 6 seconds for Mixer and 6 seconds for Clappy. One underdog now sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 136.1. So now, I guess you could say the championship hopeful right now, due to James B's absence, is now starting to pick up the pace once again.
Yeah, and as of right now, everyone is going to be getting points as Sprightly throws on a set of softs. The coach with another 3-second time out. Oh, boy. I just caught the tail end of that. He went to go into the pits and just completely missed the pit lane. And instead of hitting the wall, he went back onto the circuit. So, unfortunate for him.
Oof.
Yes.
Titan unable to make a move into turn 12. He had the DRS, but just wasn't closing in enough. So I think it's maybe even for the first time in a while that someone will manage to lead an entire lap. It's about time. It just seemed like it was just kept switching back and forth no matter where you looked. So Clappy will lead a lap for the first time since, I don't know, lap 2? It's been a while.
I thought the last 2 laps, actually.
Oh, that's a bit wide there for Titan there through the final corner. That could potentially hamper him going into turn 1, so he's not going to be able to do anything in terms of getting ahead of the Red Bull. No, he doesn't. He gets really close there through the apex, but just obviously not able to do anything as it stands. One underdog, by the way, he's closing in onto the back of his teammate. The coach grabs a 3-second time penalty, but This is an interesting one now. Obviously, the coach gets a 5-second time play, but this is the interesting story now. So obviously, Aston Martin, they already have the Constructors' Championship. They don't have to worry about that. But do they work together to stay ahead by the time Rapid Clappy and Titan pit and work as teammates? Or, in this case, are they rivals?
Well, so one thing I believe as the coach retires, Titan's going to look for the move going down the straight. He's going to get it done. Gap is, let's just start out there, 15 seconds, rounding up to Mixer behind from Clappy. Back to Underdog is roughly 17 seconds. We'll call it 18 just for shits and giggles. They should work together, but the thing that they have to realize, Mixer is the one with the time penalty.
That is true. That is very true. So, no matter if Underdog is ahead or behind, he'll grab the position, granted he's within that 6 second. By the way, speaking of man with 6 seconds, Rapid Clappy is on the back of Titan once more, as he could potentially gonna have a move. Look at down the inside. Yes, he does. Is Titan managing to keep it around the outside? Not quite. Is Rapid Clappy ahead by the time they get into turn 2? Not quite. They're still going wheel to wheel now through to the S section, but Titan just simply lets him by. He's thinking smarter about this fight. Rapid Clappy gets another 3-second time penalty. That's now 9 seconds for the Red Bull.
I think he's just driving too hard.
Quite possibly, as he goes wide there at the exit of turn 9. Rapid Clappy, he's obviously, we can tell he has the pace, clearly. But just extending the track a little bit too much, and he doesn't get the best of exits there out of turn 11. And this looks like it's going to be an easy move for Titan going down the main straight, in the back straight, sorry. But, yep, there you go. Easy move there for Titan. He manages to grab back the lead. But the question is, though, when do they pit?
Anywhere from lap 18 to lap 20, because you want to use the softs when they're most, what's the word I'm looking for? Valuable, I guess?
Sure. That'd be the way to go.
In the best condition. Let's go with that one. I don't know why I just didn't use that word to begin with. So these guys really are trying to look out to stay as Titan's going to go in.
Oh, they're in.
That's early. Oh.
It's a bit early. Ooh, there's contact. Rapid Clappy, I think, got front wing damage. Is that front wing damage for the Red Bull? It is front wing damage. Oh, no. Titan was just taking it easy into the pits there. And Rapid Clappy just hit the back of him. Not what he wanted. Is Titan going to get ahead of Urban Growth here? That's the question. He is going to be ahead of Urban Growth. So, Titan, he needs to give it 110%. Fresh set of softs. 12 laps. They can easily make it that distance, but the question is how long is it going to take for him to get to the Aston Martins and get ahead as Rapid Clappy gets another 3-second time penalty?
Yeah, I don't want to say he's frustrated, but he's trying to find the most time in this circuit.
But obviously that is
he's already on the back of Bald Guy.
Yeah, obviously the fresh sauce clearly helping him, but that is not what the Red Bull wanted. Obviously, luckily for him, he got the front wing damage by the time right when they came into the pits. But still, front wing damage nonetheless to still cost him a lot of time as Rapid Clappy's going to have the inside into turn 12. Easy move for the Red Bull. And he is up into P5 now, and he's now going to try and chase after his teammate for P4. He sets the fastest Sector 2, by the way. So, there you go. The DRS clearly helping him in that case.
You know, the whole field is in one sector of the circuit.
Very true. Oh, and that's a Ferrari round. That's sprightly.
As long as he finishes the race, he's getting points. Oh, hold on.
Very true. Oh, and that's sprightly round again, and Rapid Clappy has gotten ahead of his teammate purple sector 3 there for Rapid Clappy. So once again, showing he has the pace once more. But Sprightly losing it once again at the triple right-hander. Not what the Red Bull wants, but like you said, he's still going to get points. So it's not all bad. He'll still get something out of it. Slow and steady into the pits, by the way. Oh, my. Another.
Oh, no.
This is just hurting him ever so much more. Slow and Steady is onto a set of mediums now, so this will easily be to the end of this race. Sprightly going onto a fresh set of soft compound of tire. But this is the question in mind now, though. So Mixer currently leads 2.3 ahead of one underdog, but obviously Mixer has that 6-second time penalty. Titan, he is 2.6 behind one underdog and closing rapidly. So this could be a matter of... Well, it's just a matter of time until Titan really catches up to one underdog, but he may be able to catch, but the question is well, when he's able to pass, really, because Mixer clearly showed that he can defend, and he and one underdog are pretty close relatively in pace. So, who's to say that one underdog doesn't know how to defend? I mean, surely he would.
A battle that's
Titan
going
sets the
to
fastest lap.
spice into it is Bald Guy and Urban Growth.
Oh yeah, that is true. Battle for P5. Obviously, Urban Growth has a time penalty, but that can still be an interesting battle nonetheless. Rapid Clappy set the fastest lap, by the way, with a 134.4. It was Titan, but then Rapid Clappy took it back.
Oh, yep. Excuse me. Sorry.
I noticed it.
There's Quick Tongue is in for mediums.
End to the end of the race there for the Alfa Romeo. The Alfa Romeos are just kind of in their own world.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Titan's on the back of Underdog.
Oh yeah, he is. Does he have the DRS though? Is the question. He doesn't have the DRS,
No,
so he wasn't
does.
able to get within that 1 second. No, he doesn't.
He doesn't have it active, but he has it.
Visual glitch, maybe? Who knows?
I don't think he ever turned it on.
Maybe he forgot.
There goes Bald Guy.
I don't know.
Oh, he's fighting back down the inside. Bald Guy's gonna run out a little bit wide. Going into 13. Bald Guy's just gonna get ahead of him. That is Urban Growth. Sorry. I thought that was pretty,
By the way, can I just say real quick? Bald Guy is on 15 lap old mediums.
Yeah, I know.
He's having, despite his issues on the first couple of laps,
this is gonna get spicy.
he still absolutely got it. Oh, Titan is just all over the back of one underdog now, going down this straight. It doesn't look like there's going to be much of one underdog can do, and rightfully so. Titan down the inside, easy move into turn 1. Yeah, he is in. Titan now is up into second place, and by the way, these two are closing in onto the back of Mixer. But Ball Guy is now into the pits. That should be a set of soft compounded tires, and indeed it is. So that is going to easily go to the end.
Quick, someone
Look
throw a
how
safety
much
car.
Titan.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm completely kidding. No one do that.
I mean, that would definitely spice things up.
I mean, yeah, but poor Sprightly. No, he's trying his hardest out here.
I mean, he's still getting points, so I mean, it's not all bad. He's managed to keep out of the wall.
You're not wrong, but yeah.
It could be better, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, yes. So,
understandable.
Fun fact, actually. The first season Sprightly actually started league racing, I was his teammate. And we were actually in the Alfa Romeos for the very first season that we were teammates. And,
was that back in F1 2019?
Yes, and we were actually P2 in the Constructors.
Oh, nice.
And I was P3 in the Constructors. So...
We need the drivers?
Yeah, drivers. Sorry.
You said Constructors twice.
Yeah.
By the way, look how close Titan has just closed onto the back of Mixer here. The soft tire clearly paying advantage for Titan as he's going to have a look around the outside into turn 1. Does he have the grip to manage to keep her on the outside? Not quite. Mixer able to defend it. I think he's managed to stick his nose in. Yes, he does. He is able to manage it. He backs out, though. So Titan clearly playing a little bit smart here, and he's managed to stay behind the Aston Martin. Obviously, Titan, theoretically, he doesn't need to fight this too hard, because he knows he'll get past no matter what he does. If he stays behind, the time penalty. If he gets ahead, he can just pull away. So, it's a matter of risk-reward, and he's clearly choosing the reward ways, the Alpine. I'm just trying to figure out the math in my head in terms of the championship. I'll figure that out after the race, when the results are actually settled.
Whoa!
Well, it's going to be interesting. Oh, contact between the two, I think. But the Titan dives down the inside into turn 12. Mixer managed to keep it around the outside, so he still has plenty of grip on those mediums. The Titan trying to keep it around the outside. He's nearly forced wide is the Alpine, but he doesn't go off the track. Mixer just managing to stay ahead. And all while this is happening, one underdog is closed in. Rapid Clappy has closed in. So this now has changed to a four-way fight for the lead of this Grand Prix. Oh boy.
What am I looking for? Oh, there it is.
Be fireworks and flames for these drivers as Titan once again has the DRS on Mixer. Is he going to be able to make a move? Not quite. He's just not close enough. What about Rapid Clappy? Is he able to make a move? No, he isn't. So far, the top four are just staying stationary as of right now, but obviously Clappy and Titan have the superior grip. They're both on a set of softs, but the question is when do they start dropping off in relation to those mediums, as Clappy's having a look. He's potentially having a look through the S section in Sector 1, and he's just not able to do anything, as one underdog is just able to position his car exactly where he wants to be.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
This reminds me of Spain 2016. In a way.
In a way, yes.
Because...
By the way, Clappy's going to try and make a move on one underdog, and he manages to do so, as Titan is going to have a look on Mixer once again on the inside once more, but he manages to force away by, and Mixer's round! Spun round at turn 12. That wasn't even contact, it's just the tires did not grip up, and he has spun out and is down into P4. And he's no doubt going to be frustrated about that. They might... It's not all bad, actually. It's not all bad. He can still get a podium. Oh, no, never mind! I jinxed it. He spun round at the triple right-hander. And those mediums are just absolutely fried. He's going to stay out, though. Which I don't blame him. We saw before, though, that Mixer was struggling with the rear for the most part at the start of this Grand Prix, and that just proved it. One thing's for sure, though, is that Titan is now into the lead of this Grand Prix, and needless to say, he's got quite a comfort zone, because although Rapid Clappy's behind him, look at the time penalties.
Yeah.
15 seconds for the Red Bull. So, in theory, he has around nearly 3 seconds of a comfort zone to one underdog behind. Granted, as long as Titan doesn't get a time penalty. Let's not forget that.
Right, but doesn't... Mixer has 6, right?
That is correct.
Oh,
he does.
Never mind.
He's way off.
No, I was looking at underdog. Actually, I want to see.
Underdog is just comfortably P3 as it stands. His Rapid Clappy, by the way, is all over the back of Titan here, going through Sector 3. Well, obviously, Sector 3, there is no passing opportunities, really, unless you just send one on the inside, but Rapid Clappy just clearly thinking otherwise is just simply staying there. He knows what he needs to do, and, well, he's just sticking behind, to put it simply. But he has the DRS now going into turn 1, and it looks like Titan, is he going to fight it all that much? Doesn't look to be. Actually, no, he is fighting a little bit. Rapid Clappy, though, is able to get ahead into turn 1. Rapid Clappy takes the lead of the United States Grand Prix. I doubt he's going to be able to pull a 15-second gap, though. Yeah, I'm being real here. I mean, nothing against Rapid Clappy, but there's 5 laps left. I mean, you're right, but it's just it's a little bit far. It's a little bit far-fetched, if I'm being honest.
Ooh, also one thing I want to know.
Oh.
What did I just see?
Urban Growth with a 3-second time penalty, and that's actually going to put him under threat from Ball Guy, as Ball Guy has managed to be closing in on this Red Bull. Let's give it hands of Ball Guy, by the way. Like, we haven't really mentioned him much, but from having damage in the first couple of laps, he's managed to just keep it consistent, and now he's on a set of sauce. He's in 6th. He could potentially grab P5, maybe even P4 in this race, despite the issues he had in the first couple of laps. So fair play, Ball Guy. He just clearly has the race pace. That's just all there is to it.
Well, if he was to grab P4, he'd have to close in basically 6 seconds.
No.
Yeah.
3 seconds. Well, 3 seconds-ish. Because Mixer has 6 seconds, so does Urban Growth, as Ball Guy is 3 seconds behind, and Urban Growth is around 6.9 behind, so that's like, 3 seconds.
Right, but when I was saying it was like, he was 3 seconds behind Urban Growth.
I mean, yeah, but he's comfortably there. He's very comfortably there, and he's closing in rapidly as the Ferrari. So that could be a battle in the late stages. Ball Guy against Urban Growth, though I think that might potentially swing in the way of Ball Guy being on those soft compounded tire. Meanwhile, the front two just kind of staying stationary as of right now. Titan doesn't really need to fight this, and rightfully so.
Yeah, I think he's just doing the right thing, just kind of chilling, not using the DRS to just get by. Whoa.
Pie.
Pie. Pie is
Pie.
good. Oh, no, quick
Debatable.
tongue.
Oh! That's out at the S section,
wow.
and that's a safety car!
Wow.
Oh! Oh boy!
Who's got popcorn?
So,
Also, how is that
theoretically,
a safety car? He's not even on the circuit.
Again, don't ask Cody's. But
I'm puzzled.
here's the question,
Uh-oh,
though.
quick tongue.
Question answered. Titans in the pits. One underdog, he's in the pits. So there you go. Clappy stays out. So Titan and one underdog are going to go into his fresh set of softs. Mixer stays out. Mixer stays out. So we could still have a pretty spicy last couple of laps.
Urban Growth goes in. Ball Guy goes in as well. Mixer, what are you doing over there?
Mixer stayed out. He stayed out.
I know, but he went all the way over to the left-hand side of the circuit.
To cover off Titan, I believe.
Coming out of
I don't think that's going to matter. If I'm being honest, that doesn't really going to matter, because if we look at the tire compounds, so Rapid Clappy, he's on 8-lap old softs. Those softs are going to be pretty deteriorated in comparison to Titan and one underdog. Mixer is on 14-lap mediums. One compounded tire harder, and 14 laps in comparison to a fresh set of the softest compound. I don't know about you, but that seems pretty done deal.
I'm pulling for Bald Guy podium.
I mean, it could happen. It could happen, to be honest.
I mean, he's got to
It's not
push
out of
like
the
crazy
question.
because safety car goes in at the line, which they're coming up to right about now. There it is.
So with that, it is now Rapid Clappy's discretion as to when they will go. By the way, I don't know if we haven't really mentioned this, but out of all this, if Titan grabs first, but one underdog grabs second, Titan, theoretically, is still in the championship hunt. Because he'd be grabbing a total of 7 points over one underdog. Granted, no fastest lap. Gap between them is 30 points. He'd be within 23 points of one underdog. Granted, that's how it goes. So if Titan wants to stay in this, he has to finish first. And one underdog will have to be behind him. That's how it's going to be, as the safety car is now going to... I mean, not the safety car. Rabbit Clappy's now going to go at the final corner, and it looks like Mixer has managed to stay behind. But look at the battle for third. Underdog trying to take P1. There's a lot of contact though between the two. Clappy and Mixer have gone off into turn 1. Contact between the two. Titan gets a 3-second time penalty. Titan gets a 3-second time penalty. That takes the lead of the United States Grand Prix. What has happened? What has happened? At the end of this race, we said it could cause chaos, and it has. So Titan has the lead, but he has 3 seconds. One underdog from 10th could potentially win. And remember we said about Bald Guy. He can get third.
I called it. I called it right here.
What is going on? What is happening?
I'm lost for words. Like,
so am I.
That's what I was saying earlier. You know, Mixer was just going for these audacious dives, and he doesn't need to. Like, I understand.
There's just one dive too many.
Right, like, you're fighting for the championship, yes, but you don't need to make these dives that are unnecessary, dude.
Sprightly's
in the
at
wall.
turn 11.
And that's wing damage.
He's managed to keep it going, though. Well, there we go. Now he's kept it going, but Sprightly just not having a good time, but he's still in this race. He'll still grab points. He's 90%. He's hit the 90% as Titan takes the fastest lap of the Grand Prix.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, okay. Hold on. It's not all bad.
It's not bad yet.
He still has 3 seconds left in Hermit Growth, and has, well, 12 seconds in comparison to Clappy. So, at the end of the day, it could be worse. But I'm just absolutely baffled. I don't have the words.
I don't think
late race safety car.
I
Collision between Clappy and Mixer.
Every single race, we do this. Something drastic happens.
I mean, you're right.
Like,
I mean, can you blame us?
It is no, but hang on. It is tier 4, so there's that.
Exactly.
So look at this Ferrari, Red Bull, Ferrari, or no, Red Bull, Ferrari, Red Bull. Sorry.
Yeah, it's quite the fight right there, but they're still... Actually, no, they're very close between them right now. But, going back over to the lead, he met... From being off the grid for 2 weeks straight, Titan, he's come back in fighting form, needless to say. But, at the end of it all, he may be able to grab the win on track, but 3 seconds.
Oh,
3
Clappy
seconds.
with another time penalty.
3 seconds is all it takes. He's going to take the win on track, but one underdog is going to take the win. And with that, he pulls to 20 points in the lead of the Drivers' Championship. And with that, 2 drivers remain in the championship fight. One underdog and James B. Titan, knocked out. Mixer, knocked out. 2 are left. Who's going to take it in the season finale? But one underdog wins from Titan. Bald Guy manages to grab a podium. You called it. He got it. Hermit Growth will grab 4th ahead of his teammate in 5th. So good day for Red Bull. Slow and Steady will grab 6th. Mixer, from all of that, will grab P7, and Sprightly, without a front wing, he will manage to grab P8. But one underdog, despite everything, all the disconnections, 10th to 1st. Wow.
Sorry, just messaging in the tier 3 chat. Oh boy.
driver of the day goes to one underdog, and I can definitely agree with that. 10th, without a lap to first, is a pretty much perfect drive for the Aston Martin, and exactly what he needed for the championship, as he takes the lead 20 points ahead of James B. And with that, those are the only two left in contention. It's an all-American podium here at the United States Grand Prix. One underdog ahead of Titan, ahead of Bald Guy. But the championship is not over.
Nope. I need to push Y. Also, it is raining outside. Nice.
Okay. As I would assume you would be inviting the drivers by the looks of it. Yeah, you have. But going through the race order, one underdog takes the win here in the Circuit of the Americas. Titan will grab P2, though we'll have to see what pans out in terms of steward reports. But one thing's for sure is that those are definitely your front two. Bald Guy will manage to grab P3. He started third, by the way, and he managed just to hold it. Irma Growth will finish fourth. Clappy fifth. Slow and Steady sixth. Mixer seventh. Sprightly in eighth. We lost Quick Tongue, the coach, Frizy, and Arabian Killac from what was an enthralling United States Grand Prix. So if we look,
I thought you were all set, to be honest.
yeah, I believe everyone is already in here, which is pretty quick. So, Redeemer, why don't you start us off with Bald Guy for P3?
Yeah, definitely. Bald Guy. Nice to see you back up here, buddy. It's been a while.
It has been a while. I've been in hibernation, but you know, Coda, I seem to always manage to pull off a pretty decent race with pretty close. Unfortunately, I got a little too much of my front end wanted to taste, and it sounds bad, actually about to come out of my mouth, but it wanted to taste Mr. Titan's rear end for some reason, and just decided to knock off a wing. Yeah, just decided to knock off a wing, and I was like, "What was you doing, car?" But yeah, it had nothing to do with me and braking just a little bit too late. So
Yeah, I think it's your first podium since last season. I believe Imola, if I'm correct.
do you mean have I really not podiumed all year? That's possible.
Wrong, actually. You got a podium this season in Imola.
See, there you go. So Imola's my
Imola.
track. Imola
Same
and,
track, wrong time.
Imola and USA. Let's do it. A whole season of it, back to back to back to back.
All right. Well.
Hey, man, it's the consistency that matters.
Yeah, exactly. Well, walk us through qualifying and your thoughts on the race and the last safety car.
Yeah, the qualifying, all I did was just do my dry setup, turn my wing up twice, and turn the diff down, and ran like 8 laps, and just kept getting a little quicker and a little quicker and a little quicker and a little quicker, and then finally, when I was up to second, I said, "Sweet, I'm good here. I'm gonna go have a smoke break." And then, unfortunately, who was it that beat me out? One underdog or Urban? Either way, at the start of the race, I was on softs. They were on mediums. Totally forgetting that I could do whatever tire strategy I wanted. And I had them going into the corner. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Safety car, virtual VSC already?" I thought I had the line. All I had to do was push the issue, and I could have taken the lead in the first corner, I think. And then I ended up just falling around and tapping my wing off, and that was kind of that put me back.
Yeah, but you definitely fought through that, and obviously the wing damage, and pitting multiple times for new tires, and then you definitely come back for the podium. So definitely glad to see you up here. Next week we head off to Brazil, the season finale. Any thoughts going into that race?
I love Brazil, but I mean this group we have this year, there's a lot of fast drivers, and it's tough to podium. It's tough to win. I mean, I know a lot of people have gotten discouraged by it, but I mean, the reality of it is that we're all here to have fun and just race each other, regardless of whatever position we're racing for. And it's just fun to zone out of the real world, have fun racing each other, and yeah, we all hope to win the plastic, virtual trophy at the end, but it's all about just companionship and having a great time. And so, yeah, I think I'm going to whoop everybody's butt next week in Brazil. I'm going to win that race. That's my race.
Well,
Wow. All right.
I will try to remember that you said that, and I will say it in stream.
Quote
so
it.
you can
Quote it, and then you
quote
can
it.
actually play it back in the stream when I'm leading the race.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have to wait and see on what happens. Miniko, any further statements or questions?
No, I do not.
Well, Bald Guy, congratulations on the podium. Your second one of the season. Miniko, I will hand it off to you for Mr. Titan.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate y'all doing this.
Yeah, good race, Bald Guy.
Thanks, guys.
And once again, thank you for being the coordinator after this for all this short season, and it's definitely paid off. So let's give a hand to Ball Guy for that. But yeah, like Deemer said, congratulations on your podium. But we now shall move over to P2 in this race, Titan. Despite missing I understand the pain. But despite missing 2 weeks straight, you came back in fighting form, and you managed to grab your 4th pole of the season. The race, needless to say, it was up and down throughout the field. You were very much within the mix, but unfortunately just one penalty. And with that, not only you lost the win, but the Drivers' Championship, you've missed out. Your thoughts?
I'm looking at the replay now, and I want to sue Codemasters for this. I'm trying not to curse because I know it's a game and everything, and I had an amazing experience racing tonight. It's just when something's so marginal, it sucks, especially when I shouldn't even be in the Drivers' Championship since I missed 3 weeks so far, I think. And I'm just happy to be in the mix one final time before getting booted out like I should be.
Yeah, it was definitely unfortunate, needless to say. Obviously, you're obviously out of the Drivers' Championship, like I said. Going into next week, though, are you still going to keep up this pace? Are you still going to show everyone what you were made of, despite everything?
Well, since I couldn't win my home race because the game decided to screw me, I'm gonna take over Brazil just like how Lewis Hamilton did. So
No, you're not, pal. It's my race.
No.
Dense fighting words. Calm down.
El Plan will screw you over, buddy. I don't have a
Plano.
Ferrari engine in my car. I don't have a Ferrari engine. I have
This is
reliability
21,
on my
not
side.
22. This is 21, not 22.
Dude, the 21
I'm good.
Ferrari engines were unreliable.
Hey,
For a
Underdog's
I feel
just
like
They
half
were
the
pretty
season.
reliable.
They were
Underdog's
pretty
sitting
reliable.
over there, and he's like, "Man, you guys talking forever."
No, shut up, Underdog.
We'll get to it in just a second.
Shut up.
He hasn't even said anything.
I don't care. Shut up, Underdog.
Damn.
Yeah,
By the way, speaking of you missing out on American win, I just want to mention real quick, it was an all-American podium. I
Oh.
just want to quickly mention that.
Dubsky,
So
America, we take over everything. Let's go. We invade everywhere.
I can't even say anything because I'm not even American. But
Oil.
anyways.
Okay,
I just
I'll
wanna-
let you guys
I
get
wanna-
to Underdog.
I want to
Yeah, well,
slide
first
down
off,
the
for
tower.
Deemer, do you have any questions for Titan?
No, I'm all set.
America.
Alright.
America.
We get it. We love your passion. Anyway, but nonetheless, despite all that, congratulations on a second place. But we now shall move on to the winner of the United States Grand Prix. One Underdog. It was, well, needless to say, it was a roller coaster for you. Starting 10th without a lap time, it looked like you were set to be on the back foot going into this race, but you clearly proved us all wrong. You had the pace, you had the consistency, you were there the entire time, and with that, you go from 10th to 1st to grab your 4th win, your 3rd win in a row, and with that, you grab the championship lead by 20 points in the final race. Tell us your thoughts about that.
Yeah, that's amazing, but I didn't have the greatest race because at the start I had connection issues, but I managed to pull it off at the end. Thank God for that safety car at the end. Because I was sitting probably in second place with the penalties with the guys in front of me, and Titan would definitely had that win. But overall, a great race. Definitely not the easiest track though. Definitely easy to get on the guts.
Well, I remember you saying last week that you have to treat the track nicely, and the track will treat you nicely. Well, I think that's pretty much what you did, if I'm not mistaken. But aside from that, you still managed to grab the win here in Coda, and going into the final race at Brazil. Like I said, you have a 20-point lead in the Drivers' Championship over James B. And, well, my question is, hold off James B to take it?
I believe I can. I kind of wish Jones B was here tonight to actually fight. You know, I like fighting championship. Sucks that he's not here, but hopefully we can battle out on the last race one last time.
I hope so too. Obviously, last season he missed out on fighting for it on the race where the championship winner of last season grabbed it on that said race. So hopefully that isn't the case, and he can come back in fighting form. That'll definitely be exciting to see.
I thought we sent him an alarm clock.
I think the shipment got messed up.
Oh,
I don't know. We'll figure that out. But Redeemer, do you have any questions for One Underdog?
Negative.
All right, then. So, nonetheless, though, congratulations on your win from 10th to 1st. A very, very solid drive from you. That is it for Tier 4 here tonight, though. But be sure to tune in 30 minutes' time for Tier 3. And then tomorrow, we've got Tier 2 and Tier 1, as they're going to take around Breakout Racing League's home track. Could be very, very exciting indeed. And then, next week, the season finale. It could be a very tasty one. From what I know, most tiers are still in a championship fight. So be sure to tune in. It could still be an enthralling last races for the tiers, starting with Realistic on Thursday, and then 1 week from now, Tier 4, One Underdog, James B, Brazil. What could go wrong? But from Redeemer and I, that is everything. Good day, good night, see you, 30 minutes time.